So these guys look fine coming in this morning. And then I have this nutcase. How did you do that? How long have you been stuck for, bud? Come on. Okay, he's still got a wet nose, so he should be fine. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Oh. So, welcome back to a new video. The little white one there had himself stuck. He looks okay though. He's ready to eat. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of like a crotch shot when calves are trying to like bunt things, but I literally just had a boob shot. So that was not comfortable. But let's get these calves fed. So I'm hanging out here now by the old school stable, and I've opened this hole a little bit more, kind of a little bit of a redneck fix, making sure that this is not too deep inside there. So I added some wood there. I'll be fixing these protruding nails so that I don't have to worry about goats like scraping themselves as they go in and out. And I kind of added my own little piece of wood. I still want to fix this up, but I'm not as concerned about that right now because my plan is to get the opening of that kennel there so that it just sits open against that, so that the whole kennel will just kind of poke out from the side there and come back this way, so that they have free choice of going inside or outside. And I'm probably gonna have about 6 or 7 little young ones there. And Max found a decent sized window, so we're gonna be taking out the OG frame here, and we'll be sort of fitting that new window inside that slot there. And it's gonna be like a little too thin compared, so if I sat the window on the bottom here, it would probably come up to here. So what I want to do is build an extra little frame sort of till here, so that it's a bit higher, the goats don't have as much access to it, and then we'll just kind of slot that window in that section there. And then once this kind of thing is a little bit more fixed up and the window is in place and how I want the inside to look is okay, then I'll hopefully be able to bring in some of my younger Nigerian dwarf babies, my 2 little Nubian goats, and 1 or 2 boer dolings that are kind of like lagging. My goal is to kind of take the ones that need a little bit more TLC, put them in the stable so that they have a decent shelter right now as it's starting to get colder. So hopefully I can get that done soon. But this right now is as far as I'm probably gonna get, because I have to milk cows. So all of these little fixer-up things and bits and pieces that need to get done are getting done in between all of my regular shifts. I fed calves this morning and dehorned calves with my mom. So then we had lunch, and now I've just kind of been putzing around here, getting a couple of things here done, some paperwork done today, and then I have to milk cows this afternoon. So, and it's all gotta happen before it snows, which it could be snowing in a month. So we're feeling the crunch of time right now. It's a little bit anxiety inducing, but we're gonna take it one day at a time. So I'm milking cows right now, and I'm waiting on a really slow cow. So I figured I would show you guys what I normally have in my pockets. Right now, since I'm getting a little bit of a cold, I've got some of these little throat candies. And I usually have one of these guys. This is a 14 gauge needle. So sometimes when I'm milking, one of the little air suction holes in there will get plugged, and then I need a really small needle, or I need a smaller point than my knife to be able to get that unplugged. So that's what I have there. And then I also have a knife. If you're ever walking around on an acreage or a farm, or you have whatever, I think it's silly to walk around without a knife, so I usually have that. I also have gloves and my phone. I hate that I have to walk around with a phone all the time, but if there's an emergency, I need to be able to get to anyone at any time. And I usually have a headlamp during the winter months, and also hand warmers, like the little hot hands that you can put in your pockets to keep your hands warm. And that's usually what I have in my pockets at any given time. Cows are not being overly nice today because it's kind of nice and warm during the day, and then at night it's really cold. So early morning milkings, there's no flies hardly. And afternoon milkings, it's a little too cold to open up this door too much, because then there's a really cold breeze, and then it's kind of nice in here. No breeze means there's more flies, so the cows are quite ornery this afternoon. So done milking, the parlor is clean, ready for when whoever's milking tomorrow morning comes in to milk cows. So we were able to move the kennel out here last night, like to meet up with this opening. So this is the sort of way that I want to have it. I patched up these holes, and right now I know it doesn't look the greatest because it's all a bunch of different colors, but hopefully I can paint this at some point and then it'll look better. And I also want to put a 2x4 or something in between here that I can attach this to, because apparently these things with tarps are really good at being whipped away by the wind. And if you know Saskatchewan, you know it is very windy here. So what we're gonna do is bolt that to this barn here. We are at that time of year again where if I want to see anything great at this time of day, it's got to be with a headlamp. Just chasing two heifers back with my dad, so that didn't get done yet. So all the goats that I want to take to my new place in that new little stable, Winnie, Marshmallow, Milkshake, Bandita, and then over across the way is Flicka and Dreamer. And Dreamer's upset because I'm weaning her off her mum. So, be bringing 3 Nigerians, 1 Boer doeling, and 2 mostly Nubian doelings. So, hopefully they all get along. I'm kind of putting them in here so they can get used to each other yet. And my main reason for trying to take these 3 along is because Winnie needs some TLC. She's not got as much weight on her as I'd like, so I want to take her and just keep more of an eye on her. They were stuck in with some mama does because they didn't have any other spots for them, and they got beat up pretty hard, so they're in here so that they can gain a little bit of that back, and so that I can give them the proper feed that they deserve. And then everybody else is out over there. Hi. So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe and share it with a friend, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.